Hello, hello! Perfidious Beat here, back to see just how badly packing nothing bigger than a pistol is gonna hurt me in XCOM, War of the Chosen. And I know that somebody out there is saying right now, gee Pete, after all, like, about 4 decades of being around, shouldn't you know just how badly packing a small piece is gonna hurt you? Ha ha ha, yes, very droll. Go for the obvious dick joke there. Thanks, low self-esteem, I appreciate it. Way to path of least resistance, that one. It wasn't even a good dick joke. I mean, if you wanted to make a quality dick joke, the better way to go there, if you're shooting for low brown, you could have at least said something like, I don't know, Pete, the Kilmers all have machine pistols, and seems like more of a snub-nosed 38 that you're packing, if you know what I mean. See, that would have been a better quality. This is why... Well, that's most unfortunate then. Gert Rafto has activated some of our random enemies. And fighting these guys is gonna be a problem. See? Self-esteem, look what you've gotten us into. This is why I can't leave you in charge of anything important. You just can't be trusted. My self-esteem. Also, you know what? Doing stuff like this inevitably forces me to denigrate my own self-esteem, which probably isn't exactly helping me in the self-esteem department. Now we're gonna have to come at this and fight these guys and potentially spawn El Huntador on a turn when we really don't want to spawn El Huntador. If we go at this man full bore, we're definitely gonna spawn him. How much health has that man got? Could we possibly Mars Volta him to death? Like, we probably could. The problem with the Mars Volta method, we need to draw him forward. The only way we could possibly do that, though, is gonna be... the only way we could possibly do that would be to deploy our Mimic Beacon, and I don't want to deploy our Mimic Beacon. We're gonna have to, even though it's gonna cost us a pretty significant amount of damage, we're gonna have to Mars Volta that, man. So, Matt, Simon Megas, like, you should be able to get up and work this Elite Lancer over a little bit without spawning El Huntador. This will be at about the limit of how far forward we could go. If we get up here to where we could melee that man, we're definitely going to be in El Huntador range. Damn it, Shahurless, you're 1 tile short. Alright, Snowman, what do you got? Well, not a lot, but you do have full Mars Volta charge, so give him a juice of the Volta. It'd be really nice if we could get out of this with only spending 2 points. But I'm going to assume that we're going to have to use like another full 3 on that guy. That sucks. Plus somebody else has to come up here and hit that dude. God, okay, Mad Mardigan. Come finish this guy off. On the plus side, Elite Lancer definitely dies right here. And that will get Mad Mardigan up to full focus, so he's going to have 100%. If only we could arc wave into that guy without actually having to go melee him, just as an opportunity to destroy his cover, I think we'd be okay. We're going to assume that this guy's going to be dead at the end of his turn. And by assume... we've got 3 people to work him over, all doing between 5 and 8 damage. We're gonna do the minimum damage on every single shot, though, aren't we? Like, that's just the way this one's gonna pan out. Perfect. Wouldn't be a terrible time to ghost, either, except it would cost all of our ionic juice, and I'd prefer not to do that. So we need one of you guys to be able to hit this dude with the Mars Volta and give me 3 damage. Batman, can you give me 3 damage from a Volta here? 3. I need 3 damage. I can't have you taking a pistol shot because I don't think you have ever hit one in any shot you've taken. Mad Mardigan, why do you have an action stick? Oh, it just rolled us over to the next turn. It rolled us over to the next turn. Well, now what we want is we want to trigger. Do we? We kind of don't. Let's hold off one more turn here. Everybody as close as possible, because when El Huntador comes out, we're going to be able to want to immediately charge him. You guys can't really go much further forward. Any further forward, and you guys are going to activate him. Like, we could go to here, and that's going to be about the limit of... that's the limit of our aggression right here. This is the front line. Somebody's going to have to pop him next turn, but that somebody needs to be probably Gert Rafto, I'm thinking. Everybody else Overwatch. Okay, we should have every player now available. All fiddles are reporting for duty. The full orchestra is ready to go in and make beautiful, beautiful music of Huntery death. Come get some, loudmouth. Gonna be over here popping up like my self-esteem about my small package? Is that what you're gonna be doing? Making little dick jokes? You were never meant to figure out our little trick. Hey, don't call my penis a little trick. That is... I mean, okay, you know what? It's not nice, but it is true, I guess. Little trick. The trick is that you let me show it to you. You know, El Huntador isn't, like, invisible or anything. So he teleported in, blinked out of existence, and then teleported back in. The guy really knows how to put on a show. This is like a WWE-style ring interest right here. Can summon savage allies, is immune to explosion, he returns fire against missed shots, regenerates lost health. Fortunately, he's easy to target from high ground, but it doesn't really matter for us. The real fortunate thing is he just takes increased damage from Templars, so he's about to get whooped on. We want to put as many Blade Masters as we can get as close to him as possible. And he has run into a scenario where it's going to be very difficult for us to get anybody else close enough to melee him. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Gert Rafto going to get a piece right here. 13 damage he just took from that shot. That's fantastic work. We also now have full focus. Mad Mardigan may be fast enough to get over there, because he is greasy quick. Hell yeah, Mad to the Mardigan, gonna go give it to him again. Give him the Fury, Mardigan. There it is! He whooped him real good. Beginner's luck? This is like the 8th time we have destroyed you mercilessly in our encounters. It's not luck at this point, it's just become a matter of routine. 10 more damage. We need any single person here picking up focus. Excellent. All we need is one person who can get over here and give you 3 damage somehow. Do we have anybody who can get close enough to give you 3 damage? You know what? Shahurlus might be able to if we use his ability. You know what? Ionic Storm. Ah, it's out of range, though. Okay, hold on a second. What if we do this? Like, if we run over here... Shahurlus, stop fighting me on this one, champ. Let's run you to here, and then we should be able to Ionic Storm our way into that belt. Now, granted, we only have 1 focus, which makes our Ionic Storm suck. But we're going to get that 1 focus back. Suddenly, our Ionic Storm actually goes... We're closer, but it goes less... distance than it did a second ago. I'm not gonna lie about being confused by that. We could have Iceman come over and maybe... So Ionic Storm must be... It gets bigger the more focus you have. This we knew. But also it must be determined by like how far you can actually move. Well, problem solved then. Iceman, just come over here and kill the man. This makes things easy. We just have Iceman murder him. Done. Iceman picks up a point of focus, which gives him the full 3 then. Now we're sitting pretty. We just gotta have everybody start whipping into this containment thing. And... Hello?
Doctor,
there we go.
The device appears to be some sort of psionic capacitor, transferring tremendous amounts of psionic energy directly to the Chosen.
Look out.
Storing them. No wonder these things don't die.
Alright, Batman. Do you think you can hit an immobile object? Can you hit something that literally is unmissable? Finally, the Batman realizes the utility of the firearm. Vastly late in the campaign. The unfortunate part is we're only going to get a single shot on the device. That really sucks. That's all the damage we're going to get on it this turn. Everybody else is going to have to go full parry mode. We do have some bonus actions we could have thrown in there, but I'd really rather just save them for maybe a situation that's a little more dire. If we could somehow predict which platform these guys were going to show up on, another great thing we could do would be to have a Blade Stormer just go stand on one of those platforms. So we get a priest. I'm not really that worried about those guys. Oh no, our loot expired, even though it was nothing we were ever going to be able to use. So Mad Mardigan, for a little bit of damage, we could have you go for a 1-hit kill here, and as strange as this sounds, it feels like it's worth it. We're trading damage for this straight up, we realize it, because we're never going to be able to pull the hack off that will actually allow us to skull mine this. But this does give us one dead priest for certain. He's actually done it, though. The Great One. Not only did he get the one-hit kill, he actually didn't take damage while doing it. Unbelievable. And I think he still got focus out of that because, well, he has max, so never mind. I'm gonna say we got a little bit of pip of energy juice. We dropped ourselves a little orange Julius of psychic energy there. Our boy just doesn't want to go to the mall to pick it up. You are stunned. Do you have Blade Storm, Gertraff, though? You do not. I was thinking about momentum moving you. Let's momentum move you back into range to shoot your pistol. Shahurless, I would love to get you some additional focus, but more importantly right now, you can see the thing. I need you to start doing some work on the thing. So give it the old lightning hands, and then Chris Shahurless also has the ability to shoot without moving and then shoot again. So we're going to get some pretty solid damage out of just 3 rapid-fire pistol shots here. Bat, bat, bat. Solid output. That's 22 total damage from our boy. Doing some work. Iceman, let's get you over here. Have you finished this guy off? That's beautiful. You can go ahead and parry. Batman, I don't see... Who do you give your bonus action to? You give your bonus action to your boy over here. I think now is the time for that. So let's have you fire your pistol. This is going to actually end your turn. Then we'll bonus action. You have Bruce Wayne shoot from where he is, and then you bonus action again. Turns out packing a small piece here, I don't think it's really going to matter at all. I forgot to have Batman bonus action, though, because I'm the world's stupidest man. And now we have an Andromedon on the scene, which is very problematic, because these guys are pretty difficult for us to kill. But I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think we're actually going to even have to kill him. We should be able to just 2 Andromedons, huh? Well, the game apparently knows what Templars struggle with, but it's not going to matter. We can just shoot the thing, right? We should just be able to shoot the thing. Is this really going to be this easy? Where's my boy Shahurless? Gut shot, take the shot, and then take the shot again. And this is, I think, the end of mission. This shot should be unmissable. Oh, it can't quite get the kill, though. Yeah, we're actually just, we're done, though. No, because this is going to spit... Never mind. If we do this, this is actually going to spit the hunter out again, and then we have to... Yeah, we just have to re-kill him, though. It's not that big a deal. Simon Megas, go ahead and take this shot, actually. Spit the hunter back out, and then all we have to do is just re-kill him.
I'm hoping that's a good thing. Yes, the regeneration process has been interrupted. Readings on the capacitor.
Yeah, bring out the Chosen already there, Doc Stallion.
Let's target that Chosen with everything we've got.
He's not around. Okay, admittedly, small problem then. So if we Ionic Storm... Ionic Storm does really good damage, and it gives you back 1 focus for everything that you kill with it. So everybody, we're going to need a bunch of people parrying. We need these Andromedons basically surrounded so they can't move. First off, Bruce Wayne, bonus action, your boy. Because I don't want him just standing out in the open. Take a little advanced teamwork. It says you have a target, but you can't actually hit anything. So that's a terrible shot. Just hit him with the Mars Volta. Pete, you're giving up all your focus for the Chosen. It's fine. The Chosen is so weak to melee damage. We're going to be able to get him regardless. That was a giant bolt of thunder right outside my window. Was it a bolt of thunder, Pete, or perhaps a bolt of lightning? Because thunder doesn't really come in bolts. You make a valid point. Needless to say, there seems to be a thunderstorm in the area. We should hurry up and record this episode, lest we wind up with like a power outage or something. Let's get this one wrapped up. Big man Bruce Wayne, throw that Mimic Beacon out. Keep these dudes wrangled. Let's make this guy's only target either a Mimic Beacon or a man who is going to stand next to him and Blade Storm him when he moves. some reasonable but not fantastic damage from Mad Mardigan. Mardigan, let's put you on parry. We got anybody else who can make it? Nobody else can really get over there. Rafto, come rend this man. We're not going to be in ideal positions to deal with the Hunter. That's the only real problem is at the end of this turn. We're going to be kind of scattered around. We may not be able to kill the Chosen when he respawns. Kazansky, you can make it over here, right? Yeah, you don't have Blade Storm, but we may not need another Blade Stormer. We'll get a little freebie damage when whatever comes out of this man at the end tries to run away. And then we may be able to Blade Storm that unit again. And if he can see the Mimic Beacon, he is going to have to move. El Huntador has returned. There is a Mimic Beacon out here, so El Huntador, like these Andromedons, is compelled to mess with it. You should get Blade Stormed and die. Perfect. And then the robot that's left in your place, when it tries to move, which it should in the subsequent action phase, should also get Blade Stormed. Because of my brilliance? I can understand that. I mean, I'm a pretty impressive specimen, I'm not gonna lie. Mimic Beacon takes some hit, but still grinning. Also, you can see that guy's eyeballs inside of his head. How convincing of a mimic could he possibly be? I really want to try Ionic Storm. Can I hit both of these guys with it? I can. Wow, that bolt of lightning was remarkably close to my home. I'm going to Ionic Storm here because I want to see what it does. With a full charge, I'm curious. Let's hope it doesn't hurt our own people, because that would be very bad. It does not hurt our own people. So we get 1 point of focus for everybody we kill with that. That's actually a really great ability. It's large-ish and also supremely damaging. And Batman, if you would be so kind as to come over here. We don't have to do anything else to those Andromedons. That was more of a test than anything else. Batman hit him so hard he sent him flipping ass over tea kettle. Mad Mardigan, wanna over here and maybe finish the job that old Bat 2C started. Send this guy on another ride. We can't do it. You guys are always telling me we should do something about this armor. We should do something about this armor. We'll come up with something. I don't need people who are telling me about problems. I need people on my team who are providing solutions to those problems. Don't tell me to do something about the armor. Give me a concrete suggestion of what to do about the armor. Also, the armor is completely irrelevant because El Huntador is deader than Disco.
It wasn't easy, but we managed to pull it off.
You say it wasn't easy, Bradford, but actually our boys, the Kilmers here, kind of made it look easy. Val and the team handing out some significant beatdown.
Have to admit, didn't see this one coming.
Really? You didn't see this one coming? After us single-handedly kicking the holy living shit out of you, every single time we faced you, you didn't see it coming? I understand why you're dead then. You're no Cassandra. Well, there's Operation Manic Chant completed flawlessly, and we have the added bonus of not having to worry about doing an Avenger defense from El Huntador, because he dead, yo. He ain't attacking shit when he's already in the dirt.
Advent officials announced an increase to this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to voluntarily visit their nearest recruitment center. Remember, only together can we build a better tomorrow.
I'm getting a real Paul Verhoeven kind of vibe from Recruitment Lady. Would you like to know more? I kind of would, ma'am. Could you tell me a little more? Mad Great One Mardigan dealing the most damage. 100% successful shot percentage, because I think the only thing we shot at was the containment facility. Got some Mimic Beacons, Shahurless. Average damage per attack, 12.72, setting a new record. Templars are great. What can we say? They're fantastic. Once you get them pumped up with sufficient focus, they become largely unstoppable, though.
The Elder's immortal servant will bring hope to all those who thought it.
You better put air quotes around that word immortal there, Geist. showing his mortality pretty clearly on his sleeve. Codex Brain, the Hunter's Dark Lance and the Hunter's Dark Claw. The Dark Lance and Dark Claw are both fantastic, and unfortunately we can't use either one of them. We also picked up a superior scope, which we can't use, and some superior conditioning, which will probably stick into somebody. A few corpses, which are largely irrelevant, and 20 intel.
We are stronger by far when working together. Your skill is unquestionable, Commander.
Well, I thank you guys. I appreciate the praise. Also, I cut the audio feed because I got tired of listening to you drone. I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to sit here and politely nod while I talk to the audience. Is that okay? Good? All right. Well, we got one day till the Archon autopsy completes. We might as well chew through a little time here. Oh, right. We got to watch the castigation of the assassin and warlock. You tell me, Dad. Personally, Mom always tells me that I was the scion of the milkman, and honestly, given your low-T performance here, Elder, I kind of believe like maybe it's the milkman who is responsible. There can also be only one Highlander, so Christopher Lambert here should make an appearance. Oh, look, they're getting the quickening, though. Aren't you supposed to be on top of a hotel, flying around, talking about how you can see everything, how you know everything? And then despite getting your magnificent, phenomenal cosmic power of the quickening, retire to the Highlands of Scotland to drink whiskey with your new lady? Never understood what the quickening was supposed to actually do in Highlander. He got the quickening, but what did he actually do with it? Doesn't seem like it would be useful in any shape or form. Got a supply drop we can go grab. Some alien alloys that we definitely don't need. What were we doing? What were we working on? We made contact in East Africa. We should probably build a resistance headquarters in East Africa.
It was surely inevitable that they would have suffered the same fate through the Elder's own wrath.
Yeah, the Elders don't seem very tolerant of incompetence, and the one thing we can say about El Huntador, if we know anything about him at all, it's the fact that incompetence was his middle name. El Incompetence Huntador.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
Gonna debate you on that one, Tygan. I don't think it's gonna matter at all.
If nothing else. Although I am still
Modular assault rifles, not useful for us because we literally can't use them. Datapad, decryption, Andromedon, autopsy, none of this stuff matters at all. I guess we'll do some more autopsies. Do we have anything that might potentially be useful? I don't remember what the Andromedon autopsy unlocks. Let's get that one out.
As initially speculated by Shen, it does in fact appear that this creature is restricted to the confines of its own hulking environmental suit.
Yeah, you know what, Dr. Tag and I just realized after probably like 1,000 hours of playing XCOM 2, what type of critter is it that's supposed to be in the Andromedon suit? Is it like the old, is it an old sectoid that's in there? What species is actually driving the Andromedon? Like Archons, floaters became Archons, sectoids became sectoids, even though they used to be tiny little men and now they're kind of full-sized. Mutons stayed mutons, chrysalids stayed chrysalids, but what grew into, what grew up to become an Andromedon? Everything else has got basically a one-to-one new kid on the block kind of thing. You know, it's like a Danny, a Donnie, Jordan? Was there a Jordan in New Kids? I don't remember. It's one-to-one, though, with the exception of the Andromedon. There's, like, really nothing that takes place of the Andromedon. It's basically like the Mechtoid from Enemy Unknown, and it fills a similar combat role to the Mechtoid, but the Mechtoid had a sectoid in it. That's why they called it a Mechtoid. So I guess maybe it's a sectoid inside the Andromedon suit? We need somebody to drop down in the comments, somebody who's a little more versed in the lore. Maybe figure out, tell me exactly what it is so I don't have to wonder. Because let's face it, we all know I'm too lazy to Google it. Radio tower. There's nothing better we could do with our time or supplies currently than build. Do we need to go to Africa, though? What's the continent bonus for Africa? Greater resolve. I mean, it's not terrible. There is no safety valve over there, which kind of makes me want to head towards Australia. Or to the New Arctic, perhaps? And we do already have a radio beacon here. We're not going to be able to make contact with the New Arctic, and that's only a 1 pip facility. New Australia is 3. What's the South American continent bonus? Inside knowledge? Bonus weapon modifications. That's a great ability, but it doesn't help us even a little. I think we will come down here and make contact with New Brazil, though. Actually, we already have contact in New Brazil. Well, we should definitely come here and install a radio beacon then. Let's put a radio relay here. That's going to take 200 supplies. Wow, it's really expensive. We'll come down here. We'll install a radio beacon. Once that's finished, we'll make contact with South America, then pip on over to Australia. Pip on over to Australia there, chip. Our covert operation is finished. Corporal Elvis Presley took a little bit of damage, but it's fine. We got one step closer to finding the old Warlock's hideout. New faction orders. Impact modeling. What does impact modeling do? We got a new slot with the skirmishers. Armor research is increased by 15%. That is absolutely and totally useless.
Influence with the resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information on the Chosen.
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe just going and doing that again. Unless we have something that somehow gets us a promotion. Doesn't look like it. We could go part 2 on the Warlock. I don't really want to recruit anybody. I feel like our roster is plenty full enough. Also, it sounds strange as it sounds, we're actually running out of Val Kilmer roles. We can't improve combat intelligence. We could pick up a facility lead. I don't hate that idea. Gathering some intel. We don't necessarily need it. Supplies wouldn't hurt, I suppose. And this could be an anybody task. Somebody gets +1 mobility as well, which is also useful. Alternatively, we could just send a Chosen and go hunt. Would we rather have Reaper's faction? Or would we rather have Warlock faction? I think the Warlock is closer to becoming a problem. Let's see what we have on the menu as far as people we can send on this mission. So we can send Montgomery. Then we just need any soldier. Elvis is hurt, though. Wow, we're going to be sending, like, captains and lieutenants on this? That doesn't really leave us with a whole lot in the tank. And everybody is tired for an exceptionally long time. That mission was very, very lengthy. We need something a little shorter. Maybe just gather intel? Facility lead? This takes 2 sergeants. What was the one that gave us bonus mobility? That's just to recruit a skirmisher, or we could recruit a skirmisher, or we could recruit a skirmisher. This takes a sergeant and any other soldier. Who do we want to be faster? Montgomery, will send you. You get plus. Why are we rewarding our lowest ranked guy with +1 mobility? That seems like a bad idea. Here, Montgomery, you do that. And then who do we want to be slightly faster? I don't want to send the Genius. I don't want to send Doc Holliday. Top Secret, don't really want to send you. We'll send Robbie Gallagher. The Janitor, you can handle this one. Go get started.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
We actually could use the South American continent bonus at the moment, or the African continent bonus at the moment, because everybody's tired. Jim Morrison's back in action. We picked up some experimental ammo, which is Talon rounds. That's one of the worst things we could have gotten.
What countless others have failed to do. Take pride in your victory. We will not have many like it in the future.
Right, Warlock. Well, he is immune to melee now. I guess he's got a point. We might have a little more difficulty. Oh, the proximity mine. I like proximity mines.
Well, after the original wearer has expired is remarkable.
The fact that data pad decryption is inspired is useful. Did you guys finish that excavation, by the way? When does our excavation finish? Because we're waiting to build the shadow chamber. I'd like to get it started. We don't have a free engineer currently. Do we? I don't think we do. Nope. Susanna Sidorova is our only engineer, and she's busy. 4 days to clear the alien machinery. I want to get the chamber started. We're probably going to have to build a power facility first, or maybe upgrade one of our existing ones.
When inspired, Our team is actually quite efficient.
Advent datapad decryption is inspired again, huh?
Begin, Commander.
Alright. It'll take a day. I want to get those done so we can start getting other research
Our
inspired.
inspiration did prove beneficial. Yes, Commander.
That took like a second and a half. We got another... Well, it's still inspired. I guess we'll just churn through all of these data pads. Give ourselves a huge intel boost.
Assembled as soon as the research is complete. We completed our research in remarkable time, Commander.
So remarkable, in fact, that you actually couldn't... You finished it before you could even tell me that you were going to start it.
I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
This is actually funny. We're keeping Dr. Tygan hopping. Alien machinery is clear. 146 supplies, 130 alloys. Perfect. The Shadow Chamber, we don't have enough power to build, so we're going to have to build a power relay. Or can we just upgrade one of our existing ones? Are you fully upgraded? It's fully upgraded and fully staffed. We're actually going to have to build another power facility. I dislike that a great deal, but...
Construction of this Shadow Chamber should allow us to better break down and analyze all the alien artifacts and data we've been recovering.
Delightful, Lily. That's fantastic. I don't want anybody not excavating this hole. It doesn't matter how fast you build the power relay here, champ. We don't need that power until we have another hole for us to put a shadow chamber in. So the excavation is vastly more important than the power relay. The power relay will self-assemble long before you can clear out the alien machinery anyway, so this is the more optimal outlay of our human resources assets. Perfidious Pete plays HR Manager Simulator.
Our inspiration did prove beneficial. I am ready to begin on your order, Commander.
Well, why don't you decrypt the data pad then, I guess, because it's still inspired and we don't care about anything else. We should probably also fly over to the black market once we finish this. It's going to get us an extra 129 supplies on a regular basis. Let's go to the black market. We've got to have a big stockpile of corpses we can liquidate as well. Why is it that whenever I say the word liquidate corpses, I think about Dr. Tygan standing over like an orange Julius machine in a food court at the mall wearing a classic wedge cap, just like shoving a leg into the top of the grinder with like a board or something, just like got one of those little tamping devices and he's pushing it down into the orange Julius maker. PCS superior speed, I want. We have 1 billion intelligence here, so we can afford to burn a little. Hair trigger, expanded magazine, none of the rest of the stuff is useful at all. The PCS superior speed, though, that's a solid pickup. Advent trooper corpses, sure, take them off my hands. You can't have my faceless. In fact, we should probably turn those into a mimic beacon. Sectoid, we got anything else we can liquidate here? What else can Dr. Tygan jam down the hole of the juicer? We don't need this advanced scope. We don't need a superior scope as much as it galls me to have to sell it. Superior conditioning we're hanging on to. Talon rounds are not... But you know what? I'm going to sell them, actually. They're not good enough for us to really bother with. What we need are blue screen rounds and armor-piercing rounds. Those are what we need. Speaking of which, hey, Lily.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Why don't you build me some more blue screen rounds while we're down here? And also, you know what? Build us another mimic beacon, too. That takes care of our whole supply. I wish we had a simulator too, Lily. Every time an Avenger hunt UFO pops up, I'm like, man, if only we had a simulator where Bradford could go practice not flying us directly into the side of the UFO. And then he goes ahead and does it anyway, and I'm like, well, yeah, this is why we need a simulator.
We've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
So what you're saying is Skip Bradford needs an assistant? We could probably find Skippy an assistant. Fantastic. Also, Robbie Gallagher picking up a much-needed promotion there. Why did we get a new guy, though? I didn't deliberately recruit someone, did I? Maybe we'll just fire him. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I think he's just... Ordinarily, I'd convert him into a Kilmer, but I don't feel like... Sorry. See you later, Death Knell. Koro Joxton, by the way. There's a Mortal Kombat name if ever I've heard one. Koro Joxton wins. Well, you're going to take Arcwave. And you know what? You're going to take Quick Draw as well, the janitor. Lightning reflexes and quick draw, actually a pretty respectable combination. We really should try and get you channel too, but we're not exactly rolling an XCOM AP at the moment. I needed to go start another covert action though. Let's hope we got a little better options.
The ring facility, Commander, but currently we don't have any soldiers deployed on covert actions.
Yeah, thanks for the tip, John. Thanks for the tip. So, Assassin or Warlock? The Warlock is gonna be more difficult to kill. The Assassin really won't be that hard for us. Hidden Reserves 3 is potentially useful. What's the PCS we'll fabricate? It's just a random superior PCS. What's our personnel situation look like here? Are we back and fit in the... Are we like more in the pink here? We could probably do this. We definitely are going to have to negate the risk of a soldier capture. So this is going to take 3 people. We need a lieutenant plus. That's Levois. Whoever we want to get +1 health. Let's say Philip Macedon. And to negate the risk of having somebody captured, we'll just send them Dr. Montgomery. Confirm this. Go hunt the Warlock Part 2. Started, begin action. We got to knock that guy down. The immune to melee thing really is a problem. Likely that team is going to wind up ambushed. The level 2 missions, despite the fact that it says there's a low chance of ambush, they almost always seem to generate an ambush. Operation Manic Shrink. Destroy the alien relay counters a hidden dark event. Barrier, enemy tech and psionic defenses are doubled. Protect a device in Operation Bone Wheel. Don't really care about that one. The easiest enemies in Dark Souls, by the way. Wild Hunt. I mean, this one we deliberately want Wild Hunt to trigger. That one we're encouraging. I don't really care about Barrier either, so it seems like we're going to have to go do Operation Manic Shriek here to destroy this alien relay. That picks us up Monique Gerard, Engineer, who is potentially useful. We're going to have to fight a bunch of turrets. I dislike that, but... That's a solid little mission outlay there. And Elvis Presley. Hey, Corporal Elvis has recovered from his wounds. Fantastic. We can put him behind the wheel of a Jeep, and I can wrap up the episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more XCOM, might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, we've abused enough Chosen for one day. I'm going to let them lick their wounds. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.